This whole idea of mentoring is particularly important for younger employees. Now, once I say this and you kind of think about it, it sort of makes sense. Because, whatever you consider a little bit older to be, you just, you're a little bit more established, you've kind of made some decisions, you know where you are, you're not just thinking in semesters anymore, right? I'm not saying that coaching those folks is not very important. It is very important. But for 20-somethings, they really value it. Because on the one hand, depending again where you are in your life, we can look at them and say, you guys have what are you talking about? You have no concerns in your life, right? You're single, you don't have any kids, you can do whatever you want. But if you think back to being at that place in life, you're completely clear in everything in your life except what you want to do for your job and who you're going to marry. Things are not clear. You're really trying to sort a lot of things out. And I'll tell you, the other thing that we all know about that age group is they make decisions like that. Boom, I'm out, I'm gone. What? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I had enough of it, so I'm gone. And good people. I mean, these are the best ones, Like, okay. So, and this is a friend of mine in St. Louis a few years ago, and he fits this bill to a T. Fantastic. I mean, high quality guy. And he was at a firm, and they just didn't invest any time in him. They just didn't take the time to say, hey, let's have lunch. I mean, seriously, let's have lunch. Let's talk a little bit about your future. Doing that is 50% of the battle. Taking the time just to sit, talk, and listen, and then come up with some constructive ideas about what people can do. This is a tactical thing, but if you've got some sharp young folks, think about doing this. As Tom Rainer says, you want to hire great people no matter how long you're going to keep them. So if you've got, I'm not talking about your kind of replaceable bodies, but really good people. I don't know how much longer that's going to keep them around. 6 months, 9 months, 12. I don't know the time frame. But take the time. And you can't do this if you're not having a leadership versus a management mentality, right? This is where toggling between these mindsets is important. Because the manager is looking for efficiency, effectiveness, systems, process, getting things done, checklists, all good. The leader stepping back and saying, the few always motivate the many. I'm looking for the few who are going to model the kind of behaviors I want everybody else to do. And if I don't figure out who they are and invest in them and cause them to create a good behavioral pattern, what happens? The lowest common denominator starts setting the standard. So there are always leaders influencing a group. It's just a question of whether they're the people that we want.